Hello everybody, it's Gamer today, and I'm starting from a bit loud. I'm trying out a new microphone setting, seeing how it works. Today's episode is going to be kind of like a tutorial episode, where we are going to be setting up our AE system, or in other words, make this thing all over again, but only this is going to be more in depth as opposed to my little tutorial video that was not as in depth as this one's going to be. This is also going to be a shorter episode for today, so do keep that in mind. I don't want any coal or anything else like that going into my system here, clogging it all up. As a matter of fact, I already have some coal in here. I already have a lot of flint in here. I recently just started up my system again because I need more diamonds, and diamonds are awesome. So let me start up the system again. And now that I also went ahead and made myself a 16K storage unit, I have that called under ore processing. So I have all my dust in there and everything else. So that's all perfect. So I won't ever run out of room when I let this run for quite a long time. And the 1K storage is just the compressed blocks, which is just your normal compressed block style. I won't add like diamonds or anything like that to it yet until I get a ton of diamonds, like a ridiculous amount of diamonds. So from that, I am going to go ahead and get started on our little system over here. So let's jump over here and start. I'm going to build this as a mirror image, meaning that this is going to be the exact same way over here, just flip-flopped. So that's me clicking a lot more of these buttons here and everything else like that. So without any further ado, let's see, that's full. Let's go ahead and get started. So to start off, we're going to start from our Ignix extruder. I found that one Ignix extruder can fill up 3 pulverizers full of cobblestone, no problem. I have a barrel here just as a buffer. As you can tell, it goes up and down, but that's because these pipes are trying to put them in, it comes back. It will accumulate over time. I recommend though you let this idle for a bit to fill up to at least 32 stacks. That way you have no problem. So let me just go ahead and put this here. You're going to need to upgrade this to a storage upgrade. So you just pop that on like so. And then you're going to need to put on a hopper upgrade. And then you need to take one of these here hopper facades and put it. Now here's the option. You can put it wherever you want. On this one here, I have it on the top. This one here, I can put on the bottom and just like have it go up like that. But just to make it, conserve more room, I'm gonna put it on the side here. So now that we got that hopper upgrade there, we're going to go ahead and put. I think I have enough item blocks, but we'll see. You want to put here, here, and up. Go. Thank you. And there. This is going to be for your 3 pulverizers. I got my 3 pulverizers here. You want these facing you. Oops. The reason why you want them facing you is because this way you can get the power in there, and it just overall flows nicer down there. Because you're going to be exporting out the back. You're going to be exporting out the sides to go further down. And you're going to be inputting from this side. So it's best to have the faces facing you, where you can input the power, because the power doesn't matter which way it comes in. So you want to put your pulverizers like so. You want to go ahead and put up your energy conduits. I'm going to run this across the top just because it'll look neater. You don't have to do doubles, you can do a single, but this is like a mirror image, pretty much the exact same thing side by side, just the barrels in a different spot. And my energy is coming in through here through a tesseract because I don't want to run power cables from way over there, as you see, all the way to over here, because that would be quite ridiculous. So now we have our pulverizers here. There we go. So now that we have our servo motor, this is going to be used to output as well as go to a round robin. So output first. It goes to round robin. So that means it's going to go to stack here, stack here, stack here, all evenly throughout. Now as for the configurations, let's go ahead and configure this. It's easier when you face the front, because that means with the GUI you can go ahead and just see it. So we want to be inputting from the right, outputting to the left. But in this case, because of the top one, we don't want output to the left, we want output to the back. So we do that like so. But because cobblestone has a chance of creating sand, you want to output the yellow over here. Now you want to do the same thing here, except you want to input, so you still want to input from the left, output to the right, but you want to output to the back of the yellow. Now this one here, we're going to put some pipes in the back there. Actually, let's go ahead and put the pipes there just for reference sakes. So you want to put your pipes like so. These pipes here are the ones under there. These here will move any items, like from here we get sand, Sand from this column. Here we get gravel, so gravel going to the appropriate barrel. And the reason why I'm using barrels as opposed to chests is because the barrels, you can only store one item in there. So, and you can also lock it so that if there's no item in there, it still retains what it's going to be or what it's supposed to be. So that's why I really like the barrels, and I highly recommend you use the barrels. These barrels, they don't need anything to be special, except for you need to put on a hopper upgrade onto them. So to do that, you go ahead and just upgrade them all. 1, 2, 3. You go ahead and go with the hopper upgrades, and then you want to put your facades on the right hand side. Now, I just realized something. I am 1 block too short, so this is going to, I'm going to pause the video here, move it all over one, and I'll see you guys when I get it all moved over. Alright, so I've just about everything moved over. I'm just going to, can't squeeze through that gap, darn it. I can squeeze right behind here with the fence. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do this like so. It's going to go ahead and go boop, boop, like so. That should go ahead and output it accordingly to how we had it before. Now, you don't need a diamond dolly. I find the dollies very useful to make a dolly. It's, oh, I gotta eat some food. Dollies are very, very useful because they can pick up the items or pick up these here barrels, like so. And then you can just click where you want to go, and they will always face you, so that's always a good thing. So just gonna clean up these here pipes, like so. Whoop, whoop. And I wonder, can I pick up the pipes? Nope. Because it picks up storage entities. You don't have to pick up barrels, you can pick up chests, you can pick up everything with it. It's really helpful in that, in that meaning. Alright, so from all that, where was I? Oh yes, now we have to do our autonomous activators after we reconfigure this. So with the configurations, like I said before, we're going to also put our pipe go across here. But we don't need you, because you don't have anything that comes out. Dust, nothing extra is going to come out, so the dust is just going to output straight to the back. So we want red, and we want the blue to be on the left. And we do that throughout the same. Blue, red, and then yellow at the back. Now, except for here, this one here, you want to output the yellow to the top, because there's nothing behind it, because you can't export to the back because there's a barrel there. So we're just going to input from the left, output to the back with the red, and any extra goes up to the top. Now, anytime you have a barrel, you want output to the top. And where there's a barrel behind the unit, you want output at the top. If there is, like, let's say in this case, there's a barrel behind it, you want to output it to the left, just makes it more compact. So let's go ahead and get this all situated. And, oops, want you to output to the back, and yellow to the left. There we go. So now we have all the pulverizers set up. We have this, yeah, you have a motor. So we're going to keep you like so. These here should be, yep, fully charged due to our tesseract and all other fun stuff. And yeah, well, that'll do for now. I might move the whole entire structure over there back, just to make it, you know, look neater. Now from here, we go to the autonomous activators. So from here, you want to put autonomous activators here, here, and here. Make sure that you have these here. I don't need the dolly. Oh, I need to make sieves. That's okay. We'll show you how to make sieves. So from here, you want to make sure you input from the back on all these. Like so. I'm going to quickly make myself some sieves. I will make a way to automate wood and everything else and put it into my ME system, but at the moment, it's just not worth it because it's way too expensive. But then again, if you look at everything I have, you're like, oh, what do you mean it's too expensive? It just is. So from here, you want to go ahead and put your autonomous activators all around it, like so, on all these here levels. And I need to just wrench you to not connect. There we go. Now you want to have these so that all the outputs like this are facing you. This one here is a bit trickier. Actually, we'll get rid of these for now. It's just so we can see what we are doing. Let's go ahead and jump up top here. There we go. So we want all of them to face the sieve. So you just go ahead and click all these so they all face the sieve. That one there obviously is going to be a bit harder to get. Actually, you know what, we can just break the sieve. Alright, so let's go ahead and just rotate this to face us. This one faces us. Sweet. Go ahead and put these back down. Now you may be wondering why I have 2 extra. I'll show you why I have 2 extra in a moment. So let me just make sure these are all facing the right way. Alright, now you don't have to, but I like to just because it makes it look cleaner. I like to turn off all the outputs on these. Or just turn them all off because we don't need them. Because all what they're doing, their only job to do is to right click. Now I have something else to say. This is a 100% noiseless build. It makes absolutely no noise throughout the whole entire system. As opposed to the old one, it was quite noisy. But the old one was, believe it or not, not significantly, but it was a bit faster than this one. This one here can be a bit sluggish at times. So now that we have all this, we want to go ahead and grab our vacuum hoppers. And like we have over there, we're going to put them here, there, and here. We want to, so we're going to connect them to here. Oh, I don't have enough item ducts, do I? Nope. I might have to go make some more item ducts or find some. So just connect here. Nope, I have just enough. Sweet. And that was not planned whatsoever. So we have all that there. We're going to have all these here output. You don't need to be doing anything. You don't need to be doing anything. Because you output over there. So I guess I do need 1, 2 servo motors, but that's okay. You can do that quite easy. Oh, look at that. I already have 2. Sweet. So put 1. Oh, there's already has one already been installed. Sweet. So we just go ahead and put 1 up here. Oh no, it just was installed. Okay, never mind. So we want to click U because I don't think U will affect the other one. Redstone low, and U redstone low. Sweet. So now these here will automatically pull out. Make sure that you have the output for items facing the ducts. Now how this works is however you look at it, that's going to be the rotation. If you want to rotate it, you just hold on right click, and you rotate it around like so. Really useful for that. Let's go ahead and do 1 more. Sweet. So that's just about it. It's all done. All we need to do now is make our way back around the whole entire maze. We need to turn on this. That's going to start outputting. Make sure all these, they all have power. They're all going to be receiving their items really soon. Like so. And then they all get to work. And that's it. Oh, hold on. I have to do 1 more thing. I have to assign these barrels what kind of item they need to be storing. Like this one here. Obviously should not be storing cobble, but it is. Oh, sad face. Anyways, you just want to go ahead and collect all these here as you can. Thank you. For output. There you go. That's now locked. You want to do the same thing for all the others, because otherwise there's no way you can catch it. But hey, look, we have sand. So we just want to go ahead and lock that. And up here we should have other things than cobblestone. You don't want cobblestone here, here, or down here. Lock it. And I believe that's everything that we have locked. We have, yep, we have all our stuff locked. Everything should be rocking down the road. We'll just lock that just because we can. And then there you go. That's how you build the really nice and fast system for the ore generation stuff. And the same thing applies here. If you want to make another one of these, you just go ahead and turn it 90 degrees. Turn 90 degrees, you stack it, you just continue on adding onto the system, and it'll continue on getting larger and faster to the point where, oh my gosh, you don't know what to do. Now, one more additional thing which I like to do is I like to have another vacuum hopper. So put you here. And let's go ahead and put this to there. And voila! Now we have a crusher, which is really useful. Basically, you want to put in your items either here or up here. Let's say we put them up here. That's where we want our hammers to go. We have you. Get rid of you for now. We have you to output out the back, like so. That's now outputting. Make sure you have the pipe set to output. This is always a bit tricky with vacuum hoppers because now they're a full block, but they don't look like a full block. So now that's pulling items out of the vacuum hopper. you can have your crafting system here. Let's go ahead and get a chest. We're going to output to this fella here. I can output from any sides. I like to output from, I don't like to reach all the way up to the top, so I'm going to output it here and put our chest. Actually, have to make another one. Right up top like so. You make this a double chest, but I think it only pulls out from the one side, so you want to do a single chest. What this does is it's going to pull the items out. You're going to be not limited to, oh, connecting stuff is always a pain in the butt. So let's go ahead and just take all this stuff out here. Just throw it into our ME system like so. And set this to be an input, and voila. You have your breaker here. You have your placer here. For breaking, you want to left click. For place, you want to go right click. You would normally. Now from here, you want to go like, let's go crushed. Let's get all the crushed ore that we have here. Now you can go ahead and just craft this inside the ME system, which is, I recommend that more so. Let's go ahead and do this. Put our items right into here. They go in here, they break, they get picked up and put right back into the system as the pulverized stuff. And then from there you go ahead and go on so on and so forth. Now like I said before, we might want to use a cyclist assembler for crafting this stuff. I'm not sure how that stuff works. If you guys want to tell me in the comments below if that's a good idea, and hopefully before I do it and find out for myself, you guys let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video and it's very, very helpful for you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and say so in the comments below. Say, hey, this really helped me out a huge amount with my automation processing and all the other fun stuff. And if you know of any friends that are playing the Agrarian Skies and are having some problems with the ore doubling and the ore processing and the storage and everything else, send them this video. Share this video to your Facebook so they can view it, or you can just copy the link and send it to them via Facebook, or however you send stuff to your friends, Skype, be it whatever, because it will help me out a lot, help them out a lot, because I've yet to see anything like this in the Agrarian Skies region of. I'm going to redo this clock system because I hate that clock. As for the smeltery, I'm going to eventually automate I'm going to automate this for the ME, so I'll have some ME import buses here. Yeah, they're called import buses. And then we're going to again be able to import this directly into the system, have that be stored so we get that all good. And also with the cyclist assembler, we'll also be able to export to a chest, or we might even be able to export directly into the smeltery controller. If so, that would be awesome. And then we can do a fluid export for the sear tank for the lava, or I may just take a tesseract and put it right next to it and go, hey, export lava here. Because I right now have a tesseract over there, which is my power plant is what it's called. So you come around here, it'll say power plant on the tesseract. Boom. And other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. I love this system build. And like I said before, know of any friends that are having troubles with this, share them this video. It's a bit lengthy, but holy cow, I showed you everything you need to do in order to craft all this, and I have no problems with any of this. It works flawlessly. Just go ahead and use a basic export bus to go into your ME system there, and then eventually hopefully keep up. Right now it's having a bit of trouble because it's a basic import bus as opposed to more advanced ones which will pull out stacks at a time. So until then, this has been the Wargamer. I've hoped you've enjoyed this and found it very beneficial for your own single player series that you're doing, or a single player map, be it whatever. And I hope to see you guys in the near future. So until then, I'll talk to you later.